Hello everybody, today we have a mini cases video. I have done quite a few of these lately. I have just had so many people that I've wanted to talk about, but when I go to do the research, I can find almost nothing. So I apologize if there seems like there's a lot at the same time. That's just how it kind of worked out. But today we're talking about three people in particular: Siphat Chau, Delwan Booker, and Royden Cave. I don't know when, because I just did a mini cases video, like I just filmed one, and it was probably like the shortest one I've ever done. This one might be a bit longer, but it's still going to be fairly short since we only have three people. All the links I used for research will be down below, like always, as well as a link to my new podcast that has just went live fairly recently, Wicked. I hope you go check it out. And let's go ahead and get into this. So let's start off with Siphat. Siphat, I'm sorry. Siphat was last seen in Portland, Maine on December 24th, 2005. He was visiting family for Christmas. He was last seen on the couch by at his family's residence shortly after 1 a.m. on Christmas Eve. Later that morning, his loved ones discovered that he was missing. He left behind his wallet, car, and car keys. He had been an honor student at Portland High School and enrolled in the University of Maine at Orono on a partial scholarship and majored in business and had not registered for spring classes, however. He was also having financial problems due to internet gambling, and his family has asked him to come home to be closer to them. He did not often discuss his personal issues, but they do say that it's uncharacteristic of him to leave without warning. He was 19 at the time. He stood at 5'8", 140 pounds. He was last seen in a red sweatshirt and blue jeans, Timberland boots, a black suede jacket, and a beanie hat. He has black hair and brown eyes. He is of Vietnamese descent. His nickname is Fat, and he has a scar on his chin. Anybody with any information is urged to contact the Portland Police Department at 207-874-8575. Moving on to Delwan Booker. In October 2016, 41-year-old Delwan Booker was killed in the 800 block of East Chestnut Street in Louisville, Kentucky. A neighbor, Ruby Rogers, said she heard 6 to 8 gunshots. She thought it was fireworks initially. Another neighbor, Ed Stone, said he heard two people arguing when he got home about 10 p.m., and 15 minutes later he heard about 8 to 9 shots. Delwan was found between two buildings, and police have no suspects. Anybody with any information is urged to contact 574 LMPD. And finally, we have Royden Cave. So 19-year-old Royden was a freshman at Buffalo State in New York studying criminal justice. Around 3:40 a.m. on March 13, 2022, officers were called to a duplex on Bird Avenue for shots fired. It happened during an off-campus party. And a quote from his mother, Anolda, who actually heard about his death after she got home from her overnight shift as a nurse. She says, "I had no idea he was going to that party. I spoke to him a few hours ago. All he said was, 'Mommy, I need a recipe. I'm going to a friend's house.'" There had been an altercation where people didn't want to pay to get into the party, which led to Royden being shot. One person, Lori Staley, said she saw a man with a gun that night. She lives a few houses down from where it all transpired, and she said she woke up to her dogs barking, and she looked out the window and saw a guy in a red hoodie and black pants with a gun in his hands. Police say that the case is still active. Anybody with any information is urged to contact the West New York Crime Stoppers at 716-867-6161. And that is all I have for you guys for today's mini cases video. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. What do you think happened to them? Please share this video if you feel like you want to. And thank you so much for listening to their cases. If there are any updates, of course I will update you guys. But that is going to be it for me today, guys. This one was slightly longer than my last one, actually. But thank you so much for listening, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye, guys.